Hi everyone, welcome to the week 2 recap of Monday night skiing, not racing. And to start off, I want to thank our serious racers, our really fast guys. We wouldn't be in first place if it wasn't for you. And believe it or not, we wouldn't be in first place if it wasn't for the slow people either. But I'll get to them in a minute. As you can see, there are a lot of divisions. There's still a lot of points out there. Down in women's, Jay, Carol Sweeney, and Lucille Ryan sweeping it first and second. We had nobody in women's I. There were 18 points up for grabs there if you were the slowest woman, 69 to 75. We didn't have anybody. Women's H, again, sweeping it first through fourth. Flo Dickey, Karen Grossman, Alita Chamberlain, and Lori Bernard. No women in G for Mountain Laurel. Again, if you showed up, 18 points were available for you. Women's F, real strong, Sue Grant, Nancy DeLong, Mary Jane Riley. They combined for 42 points. Women's E, Jean Palazzi, all the way from East Killingly. She is the niece of Ayla McCluskey, longtime member, longtime Monday night skier racer. Thank you, Jean. She picked up 16 points, our only woman in that division. Women's D, Marty Bruckner, a new racer for us, and Lisa Winnick, very competitive, very fast. About a half a second apart, and they're battling each other, which is fine with us as long as they're on our team. They combined for 47 points, first and second. Women's C, Joy Dutra and Audrey Rubin. Audrey Rubin, a never before Monday night skier racer or never before run through gates. And together they combined for 38 points. Thank you. Nobody in B, nobody in A for Mountain Laurel. Tina, where are you? Men's P, Roger Ryan and Clyde Prock combining for 38 points. Good work there. Men's O, Pat Moore, strong as ever. Had help from John Turner and Stan Wazzle, longtime member. 54 points they combined for. Men's N, Dexter firewalling it as usual, taking a first, followed by Brian Kirkpatrick and Wrecking Ball, Mike Corby. They combined for 51 points in Men's N. Up in men's M, very strong division for us. Kevin Clark, another first place this week. Right behind him, Paul Dickey, and down there behind him, John Shea, Henry LeClaire, Nordchurch, and 83 points out of that division, men's M. Our weakest division, men's K, also happens to be the most crowded division out of all of them. Also happens to be the division I am in. We only took 8 points out of that division. There were 2 Mountain Laurel members in there. Jean's husband, Mark, was in there with me. And together we got 8 points. Those 8 points are critical though. Men's J, nobody there to take some points. They would have gotten 14 points if they were there. Men's I, a snowboarder, and our captain, Scott Farrar, with 12 points. Up in men's H, Paul Merrier, Art Dutra, another snowboarder, and Matt Saunders combining for 46 points. Paul Merrier, good to see you there. It's been a long time. Welcome back, and thank you very much. Men's G, nobody there. If you were and you were the slowest person on the mountain, you'd have gotten 14 points. See how many points we're leaving out there? Men's F, Jim Combs, strong as ever, 22 points. And in men's E, Steve Wall, and thank you, Mrs. Wall. 25 points, first place for Steve Wall. You two guys, you and Jim are doing great work. Nobody in DC or B. Young Bob Dutra, 20 points in men's A. Let's go back for the results. Okay, it's week 1, week 2. This column is the number of male racers. This column is the number of female racers. This column is the total number of points for the team. So again, week 2, you can see male racers, female racers, and total number of points. And Mountain Laurel had 36 skier racers on the mountain. We had beat Newington by 70 points because we had more people than they did. And we beat AE by even more because we had more people than they did. And Newington Ski Club actually has a higher average than we do, and AE has a higher average than all of us. They're like 27.8 points per skier that shows up on Monday night, and we're a full 10 seconds below that, a little over not 10 seconds, 10 points below that with 17.6 points per average skier. So the secret here is, and it sounds counterintuitive, if you want to win Monday night racing, you have to lower your average. You go, well, how can that be? Well, let's just compare Mount Laurel and Newington. And I'm going for, right now, I'm trying to convince the person that thinks I'm only going to get 2 points, I'm only going to get 4 points. Odds are you're going to get a lot more points than that. But even if you only get 2, it's really, really important that you come out. And we only buy you once, and you get free pizza. And I'll buy you a beer. But we had 36 racers. Our women are kicking butt. Good job, women. And Newington had 28 racers. So we had 8 more skier racers than Newington. So I did a little analysis, and I took the 8 lowest point scorers for Mount Laurel, and I subtracted their scores from our total. And we had 1 person with 2, 1 person with 6. I was one of those people, the 2 lowest scoring people on the mountain. Okay, I'm one of them. And then the next 6 lowest scoring people, and their points together, those 8 people came up to 72 points between them. So that's the slowest people. And if we're all saying, oh, we don't make a difference, well, we beat Newington by 70 points. We had 8 more people. If you take away those 8 people, we lose to Newington by 2 points. So, please, come on out on a Monday night. If we're racing in the rain, come on out. You'll get huge points. If we're racing when the wind chill is -0, come on out. You will get huge points. You know why? Because everybody else is saying, I'm not going out there. It's freezing cold. Or it's raining. I'm staying home. Well, if you show up and racing is on, you will score big time. And even when it's beautiful, come on out. You're going to get points. You are important, and we need you. And if you think it's too far to drive, Jean Palazzi and her husband Mark came from East Killingly. That's an hour and a half away. They're doing their bit, you know, just we only want you once. They came out, they brought their friend. Between the 3 of them, they got 30 points. Those are critical, critical points. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Matt. And I hope to see you next Monday night.